National Mall reopened. Coming up on DC News at noon, what police are saying led up to this overnight shooting. And later, how schools in Fairfax County, Virginia are preparing to keep their students safe when it comes to monkeypox. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for DC News at noon. I'm Mark Hall. We begin with a check on your forecast with meteorologist Damon Matson. Damon, first of all, happy Friday. The sun is shining. Tell us what we need to know.
Oh, happy Friday, Mark, indeed. Well, it's all smiles here in the Weather Center. Yes, we continue to see a lot of sunshine, but it is starting to warm up as we go throughout the day. What does that mean for this weekend? Are we talking about rain chances returning? We'll let you know in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. Shots fired on the National Mall overnight caused major problems. The streets have now been reopened. DC News Now's Lex Juarez has the latest details from the scene.
Traffic is flowing normally on Constitution Avenue this afternoon, but earlier this morning, part of the street was closed for hours and during morning rush hour as police investigated a shooting. Now, police tell us that just after 1 o'clock in the morning, they got calls of shots fired. U.S. Park Police found on scene 3 cars that were parked along Constitution Avenue had all been hit with bullets. There was no people in the cars at that time and no injuries reported as a result of this shooting. Throughout the morning, investigators did detain 3 suspects for questioning, and they also recovered 2 guns. One of those guns were recovered off of a minor. Well, the Secret Service did put out a statement about the incident. They thanked U.S. Park Police as well as D.C. Police for their swift response to the scene this morning. And they also said that none of their protected locations were a target in this shooting. Reporting in Washington, Lex Juarez, D.C. News Now.
Thank you, Lex. A woman was shot and killed in Prince George's County. Police are not releasing a lot of details this afternoon. We do know that officers got the call around 9:15 last night. When they got there to the area of MLK Highway and Business Parkway in Lanham, they found a woman with gunshot wounds. She was taken into the hospital where she later died. Police are still searching for the suspect. Happening now, the mall in Hyattsville, Prince George's County has reopened. It comes after a deadly shooting in the food court yesterday. The shooting leaving shoppers concerned for their safety. Hyattsville police say a man was shot and killed around 4 o'clock Thursday afternoon. Police initially asked people to avoid the area, but did clarify about 30 minutes later that there was no active threat to the community. Investigators are currently interviewing witnesses and working to identify suspects. They believe the shooting was targeted. Now, regardless, people are feeling unsafe and are asking police to do more.
More security, perfect security. People need to be aware of the surrounding,
And police are also calling on the community to put a stop to the violence and to help them find the suspects in this shooting. Well, happening soon, a protest outside the Justice Department will call for an independent investigation into the killings of 2 men. It's hosted by advocacy organization Harriet's Wildest Dreams, and it starts at 12:30. The 2 men, Kevin Hargraves Sherd and Lazarus Wilson, were both shot by police officers, and they believe that Hargraves Sherd was involved in the shooting. And they say that he did not follow their commands. The officer who shot him has been put on leave. Wilson was shot and killed at the wharf by Commander Jason Bagshaw, who was off duty at the time. Both of these incidents happened in July. We will have a full report coming up on DC News Now at 5. And keeping students safe, Fairfax County Public Schools are working to prevent the spread of monkeypox ahead of students returning to class on Monday. DC News Now's Christy Matino explains the safety measures being taken.
This new safety protocol comes as monkeypox continues to spread in our region. As of this morning, there have been 56 confirmed cases in Fairfax County alone. Ahead of students returning to school on Monday, FCPS released a statement saying this is a serious health concern that could touch the entire community. The school district is partnering with the Fairfax County Health Department to implement this new protocol. FCPS is also asking students to avoid close contact with anyone who has a rash similar to monkeypox and avoid touching objects people who have the virus have used. Of course, being in a school setting, students are almost always in close contact with one another. So here's what FCPS is doing to help stop the spread. The school will send out a notification letter once there is a positive case to students who were exposed. Staff will also continue sanitization efforts that began during COVID-19. That includes cleaning once a day on high-touch surfaces like desks and cafeteria tables, and personal protective equipment will also remain available for use. FCPS is also asking parents to be on the lookout for symptoms, and similar to COVID-19 protocol, if your child does become sick or develop a rash, they ask that the child stay home and be seen by a doctor. In Fairfax, Christy Matino, DC News Now.
Our thanks to Christy. On a national front, the White House says it will expand access to monkeypox vaccine to people who need it most. Now, according to the White House monkeypox coordinator, this includes prioritizing vaccinations at LGBTQ events. He said that 50,000 doses will be made available for those events. Those doses made possible after U.S. health officials decided to stretch supply by offering 20% of the dose that is usually administered.
We know we have more to do to mitigate the spread of this virus and to protect those at risk. Our work with our state and local partners could not be more critical than at this particular moment. We know that viruses don't care about state lines. They don't wait to spread. And so we will continue to do all we can to work together, communicate, and share information.
The Secretary said that they would send up to 2,000 additional doses to North Carolina this weekend. That is where the Charlotte Pride Parade and Festival is taking place. One of the candidates to be Maryland's next governor is shutting down the idea of counting ballots before the election. Well, a Republican nominee, Dan Cox, is calling out the State Board of Elections for its request to start the count early this fall. The State Board asked the Circuit Court to allow early counting, citing emergency relief needs. Cox says that waiting to count ballots and keeping polling numbers secret until after Election Day is in the best interest of election integrity. Now, in a statement to DC News Now, Cox wrote in part, any such change by court order would be unconstitutional because under both the United States and Maryland constitutions, only our state legislature can legally change election law, end quote. Well, happening now in Montgomery County is recounting ballots in the county executive race. It comes at the request of county executive candidate David Blair, who trails behind incumbent county executive Mark Elrich by just 35 votes. It's a manual recount, so workers will recheck tens of thousands of ballots by hand in the next few weeks. Now, this is the second election in a row Blair has requested a recount. In 2018, he and Elrich were separated by 77 votes.
Well, folks, the one change you may see out there today is not even one you may really notice all that much. We continue to see a good bit of sunshine. It is warming up, and part of the reason for that, the wind direction has changed. We've had more of a northerly wind just about all week. That's what's made it feel so comfortable and also a bit cool at times. But now, look at the wind direction. It's out of the south, and that's pulling in that warm, more moist air. So not only are we seeing those temperatures go up, but the dew points are back on the rise as well. It's going to feel a little bit muggy out there as we see those more humid conditions set up